Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. So today we're in Furza and we're going to be climbing the easains, which I believe this is the first one, but it is a false summit, so it's a bit further behind that. And then we're going to go on to another one just in front of that. So we've actually got Alan the window cleaner with us again. I'm excited for that. But across us here, that there is STOB COIRE EASAIN, which we did in 2024. And over this way is Chinogerag, which is the absolute nightmare of a descent. Honestly, it's awful. And across this way is into Glenspeen with potentially Craig Meggie. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one today, and it's the first Munro since February, so I'm really excited. Okay, so we've just made it to the Loch Traig Dam. And here it is. It's a really small dam actually, considering how big the loch is. And here comes Dad and Alan. And up there, that is where we're going. That is where we've been, STOB COIRE EASAIN. And this is the back to the way that we've came from the car park. It's actually clearing up a lot ahead, and I really hope we get a view. Although I'm not really expecting it, and certainly the forecast isn't expecting it. But I don't know, I've got a bit of hope. You never know. Here's the dam itself here, and yeah, it's actually really quite small considering how big the loch is right here. But look at that, it's really pretty, and sun's even coming out for us, which is amazing. So that's STOB COIRE EASAIN. Don't know how many times I'm going to mention that today, probably quite a lot. But we went up there 2024, I think. And here's Dad and Alan just walking on. I think we're about halfway until the ascent actually starts. Okay guys, so we've made it to where we turn off the track. So this is the track here, and I believe this keeps going to Coirre Station. And this is where we're going up the first Munro, which is called STOB COIRE EASAIN, and that's the path here, as you can see by Dad and Alan. So I'm presuming that we cross over and go up onto this, but I do know that the path gets a bit boggier and less clear at some points. And also look at the sun. The weather's so much better than expected, and look at all that blue. It's mental. So we've just came to the point where this path starts to head up towards STOB COIRE EASAIN actually. And that's a really cool looking waterfall. And there's more just down here. But we've got amazing views back to STOB COIRE EASAIN, Loch Traig, Chinogerag, which is there, and then that wee lump which is part of the descent from Chinogerag. And then this is the Binions. So you've got Binion Schwas and Binion Shios, which are the hills that shelter Loch Nanurba. So behind that, although they are hidden in the clouds, that will be Benacaclair, Craig Petrie and Geelcarn, which was an amazing day, although I almost died on them. And then this is towards Craig Meggie Massif. So I don't think that is Craig Meggie itself. I think that could be Carn Leith. And then around here, that is up to where we're heading, although once again, that's just a false summit. Okay guys, so we've just made it to this wee bit here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And this we could see from the bottom, and we're at about 450 meters. So this wee false summit up here is about 750 meters. So we're going to get up to there and have a snack stop. But along here, you can see the West Highland Railway line skirting along the side of Loch Traig and underneath STOB COIRE EASAIN. And you can see this big pole signal thing, which we could see from the bottom as well. And that there is Craig Petrie, followed by Geelcarn and Benacaclair. Geelcarn and Craig Petrie look absolutely tiny compared to the monster which is Benacaclair. And that's also Loch Lagan just there. Alright guys, so we're about 550 meters and we can see the massive lump that we've got to go up. And after we get to this, we're going to have a snack stop and it should gradual out a bit. But look around us, absolutely beautiful. Say hi, Dad.
Is it me that's beautiful?
It's not what I was meaning, but also not what I was meaning. But the view around, it's gorgeous, so pretty here, and I really hope we get some of you. Alright guys, so we've made it onto the main ridgeline of STOB COIRE EASAIN, and this is what we can see. The views are absolutely amazing. So this is a false summit, this is the first munro, STOB COIRE EASAIN. That's the second munro, STOB COIRE EASAIN. And then this over here is STOB BAN Grey Cories, and the rest of the Grey Cories ridges around here. Followed by over here, we've still got into Lagan, and you'd have an amazing view if you walked further towards the edge. But it's beautiful. And that is Carn Leith on the Craig Meggie range, followed by the two binions here. The camera's quite faint. But Craig Petrie, Geel Carn, Benacatclair, STOB COIRE Screedon, and a side shoulder of Chinojarag. But this is all around us. It's so gorgeous here, genuinely. I'm so happy to be back on the Munros. I missed it so much. And the weather's surprisingly good. Like, genuinely, I did not think we'd get any views, and I thought we'd be like trudging through the rain. But no, we got views. Alright, so we're nearly at one of these false summits, and we can see the real top just over there. But we've got such good views, it's mental. So down there, Loch Traig, STOB COIRE Screedon's there, Chinojarag, Benacatclair, Geel Carn, Craig Petrie, Loch Nanurba, Loch Lagan, behind will be into the Monolith. That's the two binions, so Binion Schwass and Binion Shios. Sorry, I find those names weird. And then this is the Craig Meggie Massif, so that'll have Craig Meggie, STOB COIRE Ardor, and Geel Carn. And then this will be into, I think it's called Roughburn, this area. So that there will be Ben Tilac and Benahuron. Followed by around this way, we've got into the Grey Cories. So that wee pointy one, STOB BAN Grey Cories. And then you've got the rest of the ridge, which will be STOB COIRE Clory, STOB COIRE Anloy, and Sgurconic Moor. But this reviews is so good. Oh, and over this way, that I think is Ben Alder, and Schiehallion, the pointy one in the distance. So I'm thinking the Lors range back here, and then hard to explain, but probably two of the four from the Ben Alder range, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's so pretty. It's just gorgeous, and we've met no other people other than us today. So we've made it to the summit of a very, very windy 130th Munro, STOB COIRE EASAIN, and wait till you see this. Look at these views, absolutely mental. So I'm going to point them out to you. So over this way is Ben Tilac and Benahuron, followed by Craig Meggie Massif, Loch Lagan, the Binions, Craig Petrie, Gil Carn, Bella Cackler, STOB COIRE EASAIN, Chino Gerag, part of the Ben Alder range, Schiehallion, the Ben Munros, and then once you come over this way, you've got into Glencoe, although they're currently in the clouds, but you've got stunning views over into Glencoe, and I saw the people earlier. And then over here, we've got towards Allen and Dad, and to the next Munro, STOB COIRE EASAIN over there, followed by the munros, the grey corries, STOB COIRE grey corrie, and behind the Nevis range. So that's big red Nevis right there, and it looks amazing. It's so windy, absolutely. But I think we're going to stop and have a snack break, so I'll see you in a wee bit. Bye! Guys, the weather is coming. Oh my god, it's look over there, it's absolutely chucking it down over there. I think we might be going to get a wee bit wet, but we're just heading down towards the Bielak now, and it's not a massive drop between these two munros, but the thing is it's an out and back walk, so we're going to have to go all the way back over this one. Look at our view though, it's absolutely mental, and this is still so much better than forecast. Guys, we're just in the Bielak, and to say it's windy would be an understatement, and also the weather's starting to close in, it's starting to rain. So I think maybe Met Office was partially right. This bit here is quite sheltered, but oh my god, see at some points I was like, I just had to stay still just to like make sure my balance. But we're gonna go up and get this, but if it turns bad at any point, we're gonna end up turning back. But this is good for now, and we're a lot more sheltered here. Really enjoying it though, it's actually a really fun day. Okay guys, so we've made it to the summit of the second Munro of the day, and we're currently at STOB COIRE EASAIN. This is what we can see, it's amazing, and it's actually not rained that much. So here, we've got STOB COIRE EASAIN, and the view is very similar as before, but Glencoe's actually opened itself up. So we can see where is it? Anakigak Ridge there, and the Big Buchel, Blackwater Reservoir, Cretia and Mulavuri over there. And we've also got the Lowers Range, which is here. The views are absolutely gorgeous. I've really enjoyed today. It's so good to be back. We've also got Alan with us behind where Dad's bum is. Yeah, there he is. But it's been really fun, and it's been good to have Alan along as well. This is also into the Mamors over in this direction, and that is Binion Moor. Okay, so we're nearly down in the Bielak, and that is Munro 1, and where we're headed back up. And this way behind us, that is the second Munro, STOB COIRE EASAIN, and oh my god, that was quite hard work getting up. The path's quite loose, but it is actually a really good path. Ahead's Dad and Alan, and then we've got Loch Traig, which is like, we've basically walked the entire length of the loch. Like, look, we started at the dam, and then that's like the end of it. I just find that a bit mental. But the weather's got quite a bit better, and it is still a bit breezy, but it's nowhere near as bad as it once was. Okay guys, so we're in the Bielak again. We're just about to start heading up this thing right here again for the second time today, because this route is an out and back, because there's no like bypass path and there's no safe way to do a loop unless you end up going like way out of your way, but that's not what we're going to be doing today. But yeah, just look around us and it's gorgeous, and look at where we've been. That is absolutely massive, that's mental. But we're going to keep carrying on up to this summit. So I'll see you up there. Bye! Okay guys, so we've made it to the top of the first Munro again. And the wind, it's still windy, but it's gotten a lot better. But we've got really good views over to the Nevis Range and the Grey Corries. And can I just say, look at these two corbets. So this is, they're what's called inches. Something like that. One's Skourinus, one's Cruicinus. I'm not going to pretend I know which one's which, but just know lump and lump, that's them two. And then you've got the main Grey Corries Ridge and STOB Ban over there, and it looks really cute, not gonna lie. It wasn't cute when we were climbing it though, it was hard work. And then this is the earlier Munro that we've done, STOB COIRE EASAIN, which was our second of the day. It's hard to explain, but basically we've came to this one, and then we went along to STOB COIRE EASAIN, and then we came back. But the views into Glencoe proper opened up, and the Buchel looks really good. Look at that. And then that'll be Blackwater Reservoir, and I'm not sure what this bit of loch is. But just look all around us. I've pointed out the views in this direction a million times, so I'm not going to bore you with that again. But it's just gorgeous, honestly. It's gorgeous, but it's very windy. Okay guys, so we're just about to leave the ridgeline now, and this is our views. It was raining quite a bit earlier, but it's cleared up so much, and it's so pretty, and it's just like a summer's day. It's amazing, and it is a summer's day because summer holidays have started. But over there, that's Easain, and then Munro Top number 1. I think it's Munro Top, I'm not sure, it might just be a summit, and then that's STOB COIRE EASAIN. But it's amazing, and like, look at where we came from, that's so cool. And then down there we've got Loch Traig and the tiny dam, and you can actually see the car park way over there, which is miles away still. We're just about to start the steep and boggy descent, so I don't know how much footage that there will be. But look at Chinojarag and STOB COIRE EASAIN. Oh my god, see that descent from Chinojarag, which is just there. You just go straight down it, and it's horrible, and you can like see the bog, like wait. It's just pure peat bog, it's nightmare. But we're just about to start our own boggy descent, so I'll catch you in a wee bit. Bye! Guys, look up at where we've came from, that's kind of mental. And look at where we're going, through the bog. Oh. In case you're wondering what the bog is like on this walk, here we are. And look at that, we need to get across that big sheet bog in the middle. Mental. Okay guys, so we've made it down onto the track here now, and look at that. Look up there where we've been, that's absolutely mental. And that's not even the summit, that's like 300 metres from the summit. But you can see these nice ladies, we actually met them and spoke to them. So hello if you're watching this. They're just coming down the path here. And it's very, very, very boggy in places. But it does get, the further down you go, it gets better. It gets its worst at about 500 metres. But then once you get past the really steep bit at 750, it gets a lot better and it's not so boggy. But we're just going to take our jackets off because it's actually quite warm out here now, and just admire the view on our walk back along Loch Traig to Furzet. Woo! Okay guys, so we've made it back to the van and I've had a change. So this is where we've came from and it's absolutely mental. Right up there, that's where we've been. That's insane, and we went beyond there. We've still got really good views of STOB COIRE EASAIN and Chinojarag and just around us. This is a beautiful place, it's gorgeous. But I've had a really nice walk, so thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!